Hey friends, I'm Rhiannon from Drawn by Rhiannon, and this week I am prepping for the Durham Festival of Christmas. So I have been trying to get into this event for years, so I'm very pleased they finally let me in this year, and I'm really looking forward to it. So there's a lot of prep to be done because it is a huge event. It's going to be my biggest event this year. It's on Friday, Saturday and Sunday all day. Big full-on days, so I just want to make sure I got everything ready so that it's just nice smooth sailing across the event, hopefully. So the first thing that I need to sort out is my table layout. So usually I've got like a 6-foot table, but for this event it's actually a 7-foot space. So the first thing that I did was I've been scouring like Gumtree and Facebook Marketplace to try and find an extra bit of table, and as you can see in the background there, I picked up this little table off Facebook Marketplace yesterday, which is exactly a foot wide. So I added that onto the 6-foot table. That is exactly the amount of space that I've got to use, so that is fantastic. Obviously, because I'm used to just having a 6-foot table, it's really nice that I'm going to be able to just spread everything out a little bit more, so hopefully it's going to be that much easier to see everything and to shop everything. So what I'm doing this morning is just working out a new layout and how I'm going to use this extra foot of space. Okay, so I'm pleased I've got enough tablecloth to cover the whole table because I wasn't sure that I'd have quite enough, so it's obviously a bit mismatching, but they are still both blue polka dots, so at least it's like on brand. Originally I had it all planned out. I was going to have the 6-foot table and then I was going to have my rail of aprons next to it, which is about a foot wide. So I was like, oh, that's nice and simple, no need to worry. But then, I mean, amazingly, the aprons have been selling really well the past couple of markets, so I've only got a handful of them left now. So it just seems like a bit of a waste of space to use this extra foot for just like a few aprons. So this is why I've added the little table on the side. So now I just need to have a rethink of how we're going to spread everything out and how that's going to affect how the table looks. So yeah, I'm going to put everything on, all my props, and kind of try out a few different arrangements and see what's going to work. It might be that I just use literally the exact same store layout that I've been using this season, but just spread it out a little bit more. That would be nice and easy if that works out. But sometimes these things don't go to plan, so that is why I just wanted to do this test run to make sure that it's going to work. Okay, I think I've got it now. So just for those of you who don't know, this little unit here has wash bags on, and then there's wash bags along the front here, but I can't be bothered to go and get them. But that is the space for them, just if you're wondering what's going on with that. But yes, it was just this sort of area here that I was having a bit of an issue with, because basically it's trying to find things that sort of like lift it up, so that you got sort of different levels going on. But I only have so many of those, so I use, like, I've got the crate underneath here, if you can see, and then another plate rack just above it to give this enough height. Then the sponges at the back, which I've just moved to there, I'm trying to work this out in mirror reverse, moved to there. They needed to just be lifted up a little bit so that they were seen behind the cleaning wipes, but I'd used all of the sort of props for making things taller that I had. So I was thinking maybe if I used a little basket, which is just here, that I use for the greetings card, maybe that would work, but then obviously I need to find something else for the greetings card, so it's a whole thing. But then I remembered I had all these like little legs from a different shelving unit that I used to use, which was actually a shoe rack, and they can just sort of come off individually. So what I'm going to do is take some of the little legs with me and then just maybe use like a glue dot or something like that just to stick the legs onto the plate rack. So then it's going to be at a nice height and it's all keeping within like wooden woven natural materials kind of theme. So yes, very pleased with that. I'm really glad I've got this extra foot of space because it just gives more space for the beeswax wraps, because at the markets previously I've just been having sort of like the wrapped up items behind my stall, and then if someone shows an interest in the wraps I can bring them out and sort of explain what they do and everything. But sometimes I know when people are just looking, sometimes when people talk to them it just like scares them off. I'm like sometimes one of those people as well, so I just really like to have a space on the table to actually put the wrapped items, and then also sort of from a distance people can see what they are. So it's really good just to have that extra little bit of space so they can actually put the wrapped items on the table. And then I've also got space for my leaflets as well, because I didn't have space for those last weekend. I just had those behind my stall. I actually just had them on like a little chair in front of my stall, but it was because it was so much lower, you kind of didn't notice it immediately. So really pleased to just have them front and centre so people can just pick it up if they're maybe just looking today, or if they're thinking for future gifts or anything. So yes, I'm really pleased with this layout. I wish every stall was 7 foot long, because I can actually fit everything on. Yeah, fingers crossed it goes well. So it is currently Tuesday. Like I say, the market doesn't start till Friday, but so Thursday is the 1st of December, and every 1st of December I have it off, completely off, don't do any work, don't check my work emails or anything. I have the whole day off to do Christmassy things. I put my Christmas tree up, I decorate the house, I bake gingerbread, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I was slightly concerned that I was going to have to like sacrifice my Christmas day to set up my stall, but they have actually let us set up on the Wednesday evening as well, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to be heading down to Durham on Wednesday evening to set all of this up. So you probably can't see from here, but just behind the beeswax wrap stand holder display unit thing, I've got like this much table, because the like new table that I've got, it's a little bit wider than the width of my 6-foot table, and I was a little bit concerned about that, because I was like, oh, it's a bit of a waste of space because it's like this much table, but it's actually really handy to have that extra space to put bags on and put my notebook, put drinks, kind of that kind of thing. And also with the beeswax wraps, I never want to have them too far back on a table, because I have noticed if they're right at the back of the table, especially for like wee shorter people, it can be a little bit difficult to actually reach over everything to see all the designs in the back sort of compartment of the display unit. So I just wanted to bring the beeswax wrap unit as forward as I could, so it's nice and easy to shop. But I also like as well here that it is right on the end of the table. There's no aprons next to it or anything. So if people are a little bit short and just struggling to get to the back a little bit, they can literally just walk around to the side of the table and sort of see it from the side. So I'm just so pleased with this layout. It just works perfectly, and yeah, hopefully on the day it's all going to work out as well. Well, it is now Wednesday. I have just spent the morning making the last batch of beeswax wraps of the year. Look at them all. So yeah, this is the very last batch that I'm going to be making this year. This is the last lot of fabric that I've got, so I'm going to be taking these to Durham with me. But I'm just going to grab a bit of lunch, pack the car up, and then drive down to Durham to set up for the market.
A few moments later.
So it is Friday morning, just about to get ready to go to Durham for the first day of the Christmas market, just having a little bit of porridge before we start. My lovely mum has come up to help me with the market, which I'm very grateful for. So in about sort of 10-15 minutes we're going to be driving down to Durham and setting up for the first day. It is day 2 of the Durham Festival of Christmas. I am feeling very sleepy this morning because the market starts at 9 o'clock on Saturdays, and obviously you need to allow plenty of time to get there. So yeah, I think it's just the earliest that I've woken up probably all year, I think. So just feeling a little bit tired this morning, but hoping it goes well. Yesterday was a bit up and down. The first couple of hours were not good, and I was so worried. I thought, if this is what the whole market's going to be like, this is a complete waste of time, and I was just so worried about it. But it picked up in the afternoon, and it turned out to be a good day overall sales wise, so that was really good. So hoping for a busier day today. Fingers crossed there's going to be loads of people coming through, buying lots of lovely things for Christmas, because there's loads of amazing stalls there. Like, it really is a good opportunity to do all your Christmas shopping, so hopefully it goes well. And yeah, we've got full festive gear on today, the earrings, got a bow as well, everything, we've gone for it today. So yes, hoping to bring that festive cheer and encourage lots of buyers. Just got back from the final day of the Durham Festival of Christmas. So it was a really good event. It was very tiring because it was a super long day, especially on the Saturday. But it was really good, and lovely stall neighbours, which always makes a big difference. And I'm really pleased to say that I did actually reach my sales goal, which I'm so pleased about. I didn't think I was going to at the start of it, but yes. Just a couple of sales right at the very end of the weekend, managed to hit my sales goal, so over the moon with that, really pleased. So now I've just got one more market left for the year, and then the pop-up, and that is me done for Christmas. So thank you so much if you came to the market this weekend, or if you've been shopping online this Christmas. Thank you so much, really appreciate it, especially this year. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, and if you haven't already, it would be lovely if you could subscribe to my channel. Click here to subscribe and click here to watch another video. I hope you're all having a lovely day and have a lovely Christmas, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!